Hi guys, here today to talk to you about the new Star Trek series announced by CBS. Now I'm a little bit behind obviously, so I am playing catch up. So what are my thoughts on the announcement that there's a new Star Trek series? Well, automatically you'd think that I'd be like, yes, come on, new Star Trek series. But honestly, I don't want to be cynical, but I was kind of like, no, just let it die. Just let it die. I was never really sold on Star Trek '09. I was before I saw the film. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, you have to watch this film. You have to see it. You've got to. It's gonna be a whole new, fresh take on Star Trek. Not a new interpretation. A fresh take. It's gonna wipe the slate clean. We're gonna have this really new, modern uptake on Star. And I saw it and it was just like, shit. Well, there you go. And then of course I didn't see Into Darkness for like 2 years after it was released, due to anger issues over the first movie, and that was even worse. So when they announced that the CBS were doing a new Star Trek series, I was kind of like, there's a bad feeling right here, and then they announced Alex Kurtzman was going to be producing it, who produced '09 and Into Darkness. And that feeling got worse. It was like, oh jeez, oh please no. But then of course, obviously later on they announced that Brian Fuller was going to be getting involved. And if you don't know, Brian Fuller was, he wrote 2 episodes, I believe, of Deep Space Nine. I can't remember. One of them was Empok No. Trying to think what the other one was. Never mind. But he also ended up writing for Star Trek Voyager from season 4 onwards. So I mean, it's good that he knows the source material. I don't want to put Fuller down, but he was writing 2 of the least popular Star Trek shows. Most people will know Star Trek the original series, and most people will know Star Trek the Next Generation, but Deep Space Nine and Voyager kind of, well, go under most people's radar. Still, there's nothing wrong with it. At least Fuller knows the source material, like I said. And of course, CBS put out the announcement that they're going to be making a new show, and it was kind of there was kind of a hint of desperation about the announcement, really. It was sort of, they have to announce a new Star Trek series, they have to make one, or the rights, I believe, will default back to Paramount. So I was kind of, they have to make one. Doesn't surprise me that they're making one. If I were them, though, honestly, and I'm trying to keep it sort of on the upbeat, because right now at this moment in time, it's like trying to catch smoke. Because there's not enough out there. They've got a blank page, they've got 2 people producing it, and that's pretty much it. The only other thing that they've said is there's going to be a whole new cast going off on a mission to explore imaginative new worlds and seeking out new life and new civilizations. So for me personally, I would actually make the decision to wipe the slate clean. I would absolutely make the decision and just go, all of that goes in the bin, we are rebooting Star Trek from the ground up. Bit of a problem with that is that the new series is going to be coming off the back of Star Trek Beyond, and I believe there's a new Star Trek film already penciled in for 2019, I think. So it's very, very difficult. But for me personally, I would definitely do it. I wouldn't care about the other films. I would say that the films are their own thing and the TV show is the TV show, and try to separate it out. Try to make sure that the TV show stays in the TV universe and the movie universe is doing whatever the hell it likes. Which is, I think is possible, because I know that, when J.J. Abrams approached CBS and said, I want this, they basically give him a backhand across the mouth and told him to get the hell out. So it's, they didn't literally do that, I mean, figuratively speaking. So they're quite happy to do their own thing, which is what I'm looking forward to. And I would like to see a fresh, new, wiped clean, fully up to date take on Star Trek. we'll have to wait and see. You know, I would like it to be, it wouldn't bother me at all if it was more like Battlestar Galactica. You know, I can kind of, because, you know, obviously Ronald D. Moore done that very well, but I can kind of see it being a story arc driven show. I can see the costumes looking less sleek and more hard wearing. I can see it looking a little bit more like sort of some of the decisions that were made in Star Wars The Force Awakens might bleed over, you know, into Star Trek. And, you know, I didn't like The Force Awakens, I'm not going to lie. I didn't think it was a very good film at all. I thought, you know, the concepts, the ideas were good, but the execution was poor. And that led to, you know, for me not liking the film. But the problem with that then is that you have to look at the fact that Star Wars The Force Awakens has made 2.03 billion, and the second you go, look at The Force Awakens, your argument goes in the bin, because just look at the money it made. So I can see them taking cues from it, but also the other thing that I think is going to inhibit the show is that they're not going to be able to spend enough money on this show to make it as good as it should be. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Feel free to like and comment on this video. Also subscribe to this channel or go over and join me on Google+. But until next time, I'll see you later, guys.